Delict, De Jong, or depression transfer window? You decide. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. The light's too bright, doesn't matter. I hope you're doing well, mate. Really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News. I told you sometimes, multiple times in a day, if you want commentary, updates, reaction to Chelsea News, and that's what we do here on Chelsea News, make sure you are subscribed, eh? Takes a second, little click, the bell. Sweet bell, baby. Turn it on then. Thank you for liking the video. Mate, look. The saga, the Frenkie De Jong saga to Manchester United to be reunited with former Ajax coach Erik Ten Hag. What is going on there? They are funny. United are funny, aren't they? They're funny because they're a joke, and jokes are often funny. And that's the situation right now with Manchester United. People talking about Cristiano Ronaldo to Chelsea. It's not going away. I have great concerns over that potential transfer. I know many of you would like it, and more power to you, my friend. But I have concerns with it, as you know, a sensible, analytical person would. Look, man, De Jong apparently is being linked to Chelsea. Reports that are apparently respected, from what I see, tier 1. With the little gold medal on social media, whatever the bloody hell that means. I'm getting too old for this shit, man. Yes, Chelsea apparently going all in for De Jong. Now, we'll look at his stats. We can talk about it. We'll talk about some other transfer updates as well. Look, off the bat, I think, wow, is this Barcelona putting pressure on Manchester United to increase their offer? Some stories are suggesting that Frenkie De Jong just doesn't want to join Manchester United. You know, he plays for Barcelona. He gets paid loads of money. I think he wants to stay in Barcelona. In fact, I was reading reports that he, apparently they've said to him, you either go to Man United and they'll pay you, you know, whatever you want because they're Man United, or you stay here and get paid less, like reduce your salary. And he could be like, no, neither. I'm under contract. You just, you know, honor my contract and pay me. So I'm not sure what's going on. I understand, like, sometimes in football scenarios, clubs do just go to players, look, mate, you got to go. Can you go, please? I think they've probably, like, you know, historically has happened in, you know, first division football for a very long time. All right, let's read about this. We all look at his stats, and then we'll also have a look at what else is happening. But so this is a guy called Gerard Romero. Gerard Romero, and he is a journalist, an editor of something. He's got a Twitch. He talks about Barcelona, Spanish football, and stuff. A lot of people that I see, he's got 500,000 followers on Twitter. I see a lot of people that are into Chelsea stuff follow him, that are you know, mutuals. He says, indeed, warmed up by Chelsea by Frenkie. This is obviously a translation. Hot hours in Barcelona, and he's not the only footballer Chelsea wants, I guess, from Barcelona. He's quoting the original tweet from Relevo, which is saying, Chelsea bursts in force to sign Frenkie De Jong. With Barca goals on the table, Marcos Alonso and Cesar Azpilicueta. Same negotiation, independent operations. The Blues are very interested. Why is Chelsea's transfer window intrinsically combined with Barcelona in every single intricate way? Whether it's we want their player Ousmane Dembele, who is maybe going to renew, maybe won't renew. They want 2 of our fullback wingbacks after already signing one of our players, Andreas Christensen, on the free. They want Alonso and Azpilicueta. They then see we're targeting Rafinha, and they're like, yeah, we'll have him actually, and he's going to come to us. And now Frenkie De Jong's entered the chat. What the ruddy heck is going on with this, like, peculiar and mutilated transfer love story that Chelsea are having with Barcelona? It's annoying, it's gross, but maybe we can come out of the other side clean? Who knows? Do we come out of the other side with Ousmane Dembele and Frenkie De Jong and we make 30 million collectively for Marcus Alonso and Cesar Alonso? Marcus Alonso is a very good French player, Marcus Alonso. Alonso. And Cesar Azpilicueta. What's going to happen? I don't know. Do you know? Look, I wanted to react to this particular story because it's popping off, trying to make a pop sound, didn't really work, on Twitter, and some people seem to think this geezer Romano is reliable, and there's other guys being affiliated with this, just other Spanish journalists that are writing about it. Could they be tabloids? Could this be legitimate? Could it be an attempt to apply pressure to United or Barcelona or whoever's needing to have pressure applied to them, etc. Let me know what you think. Let's have a quick look at his strengths in FB ref. Of course, we all know Frenkie De Jong. He's quite an all-round midfielder offensively in terms of passing and being tidy, sort of semi-regista, but a little bit more like progressive and whatnot. Here he is on his strengths on his scouting report on FB ref. So he's top for non-penalty XG/shots. Interesting. So he does try and actually get a proper shot off. Interestingly, his pass completion for long is one of the best, which is very good. So, yeah, that would be a little bit more playmaker, quarterback. Regista, maybe, depending. He doesn't get dribbled past. He's good at progressive carrying distance. That's kind of like your Kovacic vibes. It carries into the final third as well. Progressive passes received. Now, that's interesting. That's less Regista-y, and that's being more like getting forward and then receiving and creating and perhaps playing between the lines, which could be quite good. He's generally good for non-penalty XG, and assists. A bit of offensive threat from him there. He's quite a lot of good shot distance. Pops off long shots, which is quite good. Interestingly, pass completion is high, but I'm surprised it's not higher. Maybe because Barcelona have been a bit dysfunctional. Short as well. Passes under pressure, very good, and absolutely. Premier League, you've got to be good at passes under pressure. Hence, the Jorginho Regista or the Mateo Kovacic press resistant while travelling with a ball, all this kind of stuff. Like, basically, you're going to have people jumping on you in the Premier League, almost quite literally. So, you're going to be good at, look, man, let's talk about this, baby girl. I'm again, much like Rafinha, I wasn't thinking as we ended last season into the transfer window, you know what we need, mate? Frenkie De Jong and Rafinha. But I tell you what, they're both good players. I'm not linking them together here, but if Chelsea get these players, one or the other or both or whatever, it's a good addition. I was just listening to the Londoners Blue podcast, great podcast, friends of mine, with Joe Tweedy on there, talking about how Chelsea, really, if they get a midfielder, we should be looking at some sort of, a bit more of a physical, conventional CDM, whether he talked about historic ones, whether it be, Matic or, Makaleli or John Obi Mikel or stuff. But there's these times we won titles when we've had these figures. You look at Fabinho and, Rodri or Fernandinho, the recent Premier League winners, they've had these kind of players. We don't have that. We haven't had it for a while. People talk about Declan Rice or other European players that are a little bit more of that profile. I don't think Frenkie De Jong is of that profile. But if Chelsea are looking to revitalise and add some youth to the midfield, long-term successors for Jorginho and Kante, if we start the campaign with midfield free or midfield options of De Jong, Kovacic is still quite young, Gallagher, Mount maybe playing a bit deeper, you suddenly think, yeah, okay, great. So we'll follow the story. I'm not sure how much truth there is in it. It would be funny. Of course it would be funny if Chelsea signed Frenkie De Jong and gazump Man United to the signing of Frenkie De Jong. Obviously, comment down below. Let me know what you think on that baby girl. I'm just quickly going to jump over to Twitter and, hold on. Transition. I'm just going to quickly jump over to Twitter now, at Cy Phillips Sports. Simon Phillips, of course, aggregator of Chelsea news. See what he's saying, because he's a good source here to give you updates. Juventus are really keen on signing Jorginho this summer. I want to discuss that as a separate deal to Matthijs de Ligt. And that's from Ben Jacobs, excuse me, on Terry Fleur's YouTube, who, of course, does the Football Terrace. So, yes, they do want Jorginho. They've wanted Jorginho for a long, long time, Juventus. Whether it's his agent talking about, Juventus fluttering his eyelids at him, his eyelashes, or if it's just, stories suggesting that Jorginho is actually just interested in going back to Italy, and Juventus being, an ideal place. They'd probably make a few quid out of Jorginho. Again, that goes back to what we were just talking about. Do you sell Jorginho and buy De Jong? Maybe. I don't know anymore, I have no idea what's going on anymore. Not that I ever did in the first place. But let's read on. Right, so this is from the same source, Ben Jacobs on the Football Terrace. Quote, Rafinha is perfectly fine going to Chelsea. In fact, he's excited about Chelsea. His dream is Barcelona. If he can't go to Barcelona, then he will go to Chelsea, in my opinion. And pause. A lot of you guys are quite pissed off with Rafinha sort of preferencing his dream. Again, I've used this example of if Hazard had the chance to maybe go to Real Madrid before Chelsea, maybe he would have never have gone to Chelsea. But you can bet your bottom dollar he loved playing for Chelsea. And it's been the best part of his career, hands down. And he's got a strong relationship with the Blues. Just because, you can't have your dream. I dreamed of marrying Emily Ratajkowski, or however you say her name. She'd take my name if we got married, because that's just too long and complicated. She's got some handsome husband and a baby now. So I can't have that now, that's sad. That's upsetting. So I'll, marry, Mila Kunis is married too, isn't she? I'll pick another super hot celebrity woman, Does this make sense? Right. He might come to Chelsea. Okay, lots of talk about Ronaldo. Man United are still insisting Ronaldo is not for sale as speculation grows over his future. That's coming from Chris Wheeler. And yes, he said he wants to leave. He wants to leave. He's not reporting to training. George Mendes is throwing his name around everywhere. Do you want him? Do you want him? Do you want him? There's talks that he's expecting Chelsea to make a bid. There's even rumours going around Twitter. Again, I can't say whether reliable or not, that actually Tuchel would give the all clear and the thumbs up, which is crazy. But if he comes back in or whatever, see what happens. I'll of course follow the story here on the channel, so make sure you hit the bell, baby, when you subscribe. Drop a like as well. Finally, PSG will not hold Presnel Kimpembe back this summer. Thomas Tuchel is pushing for Chelsea to make a bid for the French centre-half. I believe he's 26 years old. That's coming from L'Equipe, dans France. Of course, good age. Played under Thomas Tuchel at PSG. Starts for France next to Varane. It's quite aggressive and physical. I think they want to buy Skriniar from Inter. And I guess he would just be sold. I think a lot of people want to go out. That PSG team is dysfunctional, peculiar, and a bit of a circus. So come join the Chelsea revolution. Do a Thiago Silva, win the Champions League. That's how it works. That's the science. I'm really hot. The light's too bright. I'm going to end the video. Thanks for subscribing. Let me know your thoughts. Keep it locked. Peace.